What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger, man, and we are officially live. So salute to everybody that's putting up on the stream. Also, shout out to the replay gang, shout out to the early gang, those that tuned in ASAP. And also, like Honey Glazed Ham said, shout out to the early light crew, man. We got the people popping in already hitting that like button. We got to get the word out on Twitter, let everybody know that we are live. So as y'all come in, share the stream, man. Let everybody know we are up here on YouTube. Going to be talking about some shib things, some of the things going on with the market. And also, going to be doing one of our first, something different on the channel. I'm going to see if y'all like it, if y'all rocking with it, where we basically, look at other videos in the space and, I just give my opinion to it. Basically like a reaction, but, in a different crypto style content or format. So let me know what y'all think about that if y'all are interested in that. Let's get this out on Twitter. Make sure y'all hit that like button as soon as y'all pull up, man, if y'all really rocking with me. Okay, we got this up. Shout out to those that's already in the building. Like I said, share this out. Let everybody know we are live. Okay, we got it out on Twitter. Okay, we just throwing it up now on Instagram. How everybody feeling, man? Shout out to everybody pulling in the stream. So yeah, we got a few things we're going to talk about. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, we are under the impression that shibainu is heating up and is getting ready to take off. So let me know how y'all are feeling about this. What are you feeling about the times that we are in? Are you bullish or are you bearish on shibainu right now? I want to know what side of my community is, with the hopes of, obviously everybody has that hopes that shibainu goes up, but how many people are confident that we're in that phase right now before SHIB starts really moving? And how many people don't believe so just yet? I'm interested in, finding out y'all opinions and what y'all think on that. So let's take a look while y'all drop those comments in and we get some more people in here. Drop that in the comment section and let's look at the overall market and what we got going on today. So far we can see we got the overall crypto market at a $1.2 trillion level. This is a very, very tricky level because, 1.2 trillion, yes, that's higher than where we've been sitting for a while. This is a level like we'd like to, where we've been seeing some resistance. We really like to break beyond this point so we can really start to run. But, this is that tricky level where, we can easily drop back down to a $1 trillion market cap, even though we're sitting at that 1.2 trillion market cap level. So it's up 0.3% in the last day. We got the fear and greed index sitting at a 61 right now, and that goes all the way up to 100. So basically, people are around 60% bullish, basically, or have a little confidence. Right now, this still shows we have a lot of room. We usually see this level break out up into this extreme greed level where it's green or close to 100 points. And then we start to see things taper off. Usually once it's at the full greed level, that is when the markets begin to actually, start to sell off. We see a lot of profit taken from people that were in at times like this. But yeah, this is a cool entry level. Me personally, I would say so. Now, obviously, it's not financial advice because, things can always, switch up. And it also depends on your investment strategy and your patience in the market. If you're someone who's impatient, then yeah, it's, you might want to try to time it as perfect as possible, but it's just hard to really get that timing down pat. Nobody ever just pulls it off perfectly unless you just end up getting lucky. But, you like to recognize what level the markets are at. And we are at a key point before things really, begin to rip. Once we start to break out of that, 1.3, $1.5 trillion market cap level, I think things are going to start to really look good. Now, I'm more convinced once we hit around 1.5, $1.75 trillion market cap level, that's going to tell me, we clearly broke out of this, level that we're being, that we've been consolidating in, and we're, clear skies basically to go to that next level. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Bitcoin at 30,545 right now. We got Ethereum at 1918. Think about it. Just not too long ago, a few months back, Ethereum was all the way 1,500. So it's still doing fairly good if you just look at the overall big picture. Obviously, it's taking longer than we wanted to, but that's just the game. But Ethereum 1918, like I said, BNB at 244, up 1.6% in the last 24 hours. And then we got XRP up 3.9% as we get closer and closer to the conclusion of the SEC lawsuit versus XRP. Super bullish on that. I think, if XRP wins this lawsuit, it easily can, break into the top, 5, top 4. It's already at number 6. So getting into top 5 isn't that far away. Needs an additional $2 billion, basically, about $1.9 billion, and it'll be in the top 5. But I can see XRP, fighting for that, top 3, especially if we see more weight being thrown on Binance. Binance being, basically worn down. I think XRP can take this spot. So super bullish on XRP. Told y'all that's one of the long-term holds for my portfolio. Looking at trying to hold XRP for basically as long as possible. But Cardano, 29 cents. We got Doge at 6 cents right now. Doge is another one. Doge is another one of these sleeper ones. It's not, you're not going to get the best value with Doge, but that Dogecoin eventually, possibly during that next bull cycle will be hitting around $1. Now, we already seen it go to about 75, 74 cents, I think. But, think about it. If you can get as many Doge as you can right now at 6 cents, think about how that will feel, how that investment will feel once Doge is at $1 per coin. Now, Doge is one of those ones that has a strong community. It has history, as far as what it's done in the market. So, usually when we see coins like shibainu, Doge, and, they came on the scene like that, even if they start to die off and lose some support, those are the coins that people will flock back to. People that once invested in them, that believed in it, new people that seen what was possible with it. And then once all that is going on, the new people that will come in just because they see all the hype and momentum behind it. So Doge is another one of those sleeper ones that, I think can really generate some real wealth, if you know what you're doing and you stick to your strategy. Now, let's see what else we got here. We got Litecoin at 107 right now, up 19.8% in the week. Broke into the top 10. So shout out to Litecoin. Solana, we got at 1871. A lot of these coins have proven themselves through the test of time. So I don't really see, any of these ones going anywhere. I like to have a strategy of investing in, some of the top 20 coins, even if it's not heavy, it's still good to hold some of those top 20 assets because they didn't make it to that point for no reason, So you usually, especially if you don't really understand what you should be investing in, usually you want to go with the higher market cap stuff because it's safer for your money because it's less likely to just, lose 50 to 80% within the next, week or month. So, that's why we like these coins up here. But we got Tron at 7 cents as well. Dot at 530. We got Matic at 66 cents, up 1.7% on the day. Bitcoin Cash again came out of nowhere, and broke into the top 20, top 15 at 278, down 5.5% in the last day. Y'all want to keep your eye on that. It's up 33.8% in the last week. We got Timecoin, another one of those ones that came out of nowhere, just breaking into that top 15 at $1.40. And then we got Shiba Inu at 18th place. So we seen it pick up one place from where it was at yesterday. We were sitting at 19th place by market cap, and we are at that 7559 level. Now, this is a ridiculous steal. I see Shiba Inu going to, obviously 1 cent in the future. Half a cent, before it hits that 1 cent level, of course. But price target I'm really looking at is that 3 zeros, 0.001. That's what I'm looking at. So 3 zeros on sheep's price and then a one following. I'm looking at a quick breakout to that level. Now, obviously, a lot of people might not see it, and it might, with as long as things have been taking a pan out, I could understand if a lot of people don't have faith that's going to happen. But this is what's going to happen. And it's not financial advice. Don't have a crystal ball here. Shiba Inu is going to break out to that 3-0 level. Once we get all these things, complete, we start seeing some more money flow in from VC investors. You got to look at it. A lot of venture capital money is eyeing Shiba Inu right now. That's, big groups, asset management firms. All these people are eyeing Shiba Inu right now. And a lot of the people on the institutional money side haven't had the chance yet to invest in some of these meme coins, because even if they are investing in crypto, they're generally sticking with the more secure assets like Bitcoin, maybe even Ethereum. Ethereum is looked at as speculative on a bigger scale. Some of the Bitcoin maxis, they don't even believe in Ethereum. So imagine coins like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. And I don't want to say they just don't believe in it, but they're just not convinced yet to put their money in. So when this time does happen, when we convince these big players, to put that money in as we get closer to regulation, as they start to see the utilities coming from the ecosystem, I think more of that money will flow in and Shiba Inu is going to absolutely take off. And then we're going to see people chasing green candles. And that's what I'm trying to prevent y'all from. I want y'all to be prepared now, understanding what's on the table. So that way, when these moves come, you can just, flow with it. You don't have to panic and be hit with all this emotion because either, you didn't do this or you did too much of that. I want y'all to just understand your strategies, understand where Shiba Inu is headed, and think of that as far as your investment comfortability. So shout out to everybody so far in the stream. Let's check out a few of the comments. Salute, Honey Glazed Ham, Nanya in the building. We got Essence in the building. Salute, Floki Toshi in the building. We got Panther Mirror in the building. Salute. Shout out to everybody for coming in. Raphael, Child, Arnold Flaz, Eric R, Alice Frost, Nodi, Viral TV, salute. Carlo, ASIC. So let's see. We got some people shilling the project. Floki SafeMoon will be part of the next pet of Elon Musk. Low market cap and is exploding right now. Okay, Floki. So y'all, I see y'all on this Floki SafeMoon bad right now. Shout out to Eric R. So let's go. Glad to catch a live with you, bro. Appreciate you, man. And also shout out to you for being a channel member. Some of the people truly supporting the channel. So if you want to become a channel member, you can find that join button down below and just click join, and you'll be, officially a part of the gang. So yeah, that's our price update so far. I wanted to also get into this Bitcoin ETF news. We got a few articles we could check out, just staying up to date with what's going on as far as, once we see these ETFs get approved, that's going to allow more money to flow into the space. So we're bullish on, the SEC finally, trying to, push this through. So far we see SEC saying that spot Bitcoin ETF filings are inadequate. And they're saying they need to add a little more information. I did a little research on this and seeing that, some of that information was basically like they need a partner who can basically like monitor them in a sense, or provide like an Oracle service. Like, so notice how Coinbase provides, the accurate prices of what certain cryptocurrencies are. That's what the SEC is saying. These companies that are filing for Bitcoin ETFs need to have in order to, be legitimate. So it looks like we're getting closer and closer to the SEC, basically, providing clarity. At first, they wouldn't give any clarity at all. People didn't know what to do in order to, follow through or be able to invest in crypto the right way without having to worry about backlash in the future. And now we're starting to see that take place. I think as the SEC is seeing that less and less people are convinced that it is looking out for the safety of Americans, and more of just in a power just exerting the power that they have over people. People are getting tired of it. People are saying, figure out, what this set of rules is or regulations that people need to, the guidelines people need to follow by, and make them publicly, available for everybody. Stop playing games. Stop acting like, you're trying to, help regulate crypto when you're really hurting it in a sense. So let's take a look at this article right here from the Wall Street Journal. They might hit us with the cookies, so I don't know. Okay, so they're letting us paywall, y'all. We got paywall. I should already knew. But crypto spot Bitcoin ETF refiled after SEC expressed caution. So let's take a look at this one here. So we got in a flurry on Friday afternoon activity, Fidelity Investments led a handful of firms that filed a fresh set of applications for a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund to add new details after the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission indicated that the initial filings were insufficient. The companies, which also include Invesco, Vanek, 21 Shares, and Wisdom Tree, are among 8 that are seeking to launch what will be an initial crop of U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock set off the wave with its surprise filing for such a fund in mid-June. All of the 5 that refiled Friday indicated that Coinbase Global will provide market surveillance in support of their funds, a fact that wasn't included in previous iterations. So basically, as the SEC is releasing these applications, telling people like, okay, you can file now, we're not trying to hold crypto back, put this application in, they're reviewing the applications and basically moving the goalposts further and further, saying, okay, now you need this, now you need this. But it looks like these companies are pushing forward with, everything that the SEC is saying that they're needing. They're not going to let up until the SEC officially starts to allow some of these ETFs. So I'm glad they're putting that type of pressure and not really just letting up. And shout out to Coinbase as well for essentially like bucking back, because the SEC and Coinbase are, having lawsuits against each other right now. Both of them have a lawsuit against each other. So SEC suing Coinbase as well as Coinbase suing the SEC. So it's very interesting on how this will all play out. But crypto market surveillance may be key to gaining SEC approval for a spot Bitcoin ETF. The surveillance can dramatically reduce fraud and market manipulation, which were top reasons the agency rejected around 30 spot Bitcoin ETF applications to date. Coinbase is also in line to provide various services for the other proposed fund issuers, according to a person familiar with the matter who wasn't authorized to speak about the deals publicly. Besides BlackRock, these companies include Valkyrie and Bitwise. In a recent filing, 21 Shares said Coinbase would provide custody service as well. The other issuers declined to confirm whether Coinbase would be involved. So here's a list of these people right here. Also, the dates that they filed. So ARK 21 Shares Bitcoin ETF was filed April 25th, 23. And Wise Origin Bitcoin Trust was the last one with Fidelity, June 29th, 23 filing. Fans of digital assets are excited about the prospect of crypto potentially becoming more easily accessible to everyday investors. This is what I was talking about, money being allowed now to flow in from people that were unsure if crypto was safe or if they would face some type of backlash for investing into these assets. So, and the wave of filings has been a boon for token prices. Bitcoin jumped back over 30,000 in June and is trading at its highest levels in about a year. The token on Friday traded at around $30,400. That is still less than half the record of almost 69,000 reached in November 2021. To be sure, rule filings aren't effective until approved by the SEC. Coinbase's involvement with the proposed ETFs could mean a revenue influx at a time when the crypto exchange industry is suffering from low volumes. So notice a lot of different exchanges, FTX, Voyager, all collapsing. Coinbase, Binance, those are like the true, solid ones that are left. So I'm assuming that we're going to see a lot of these, potential companies or firms that want to apply for this application are going to use Coinbase as their surveillance company. So I don't think Coinbase is going anywhere. We have some a little worry, not too far back with the FTX debacle and all that going on. That is Coinbase next? Is Binance next? Which one is next? And this appears to be adding a little more support for Coinbase, going towards the future. So I'm a little less worried about them right now. Now I would still put all my assets in cold storage where you control your own keys. That way it's your crypto. But Coinbase does appear to about to get a little stronger after this. So the news also comes during this battle with the SEC, which accused Coinbase of running an illegal exchange. Following BlackRock's filing for the ETF in mid-June, 7 other firms filed or refiled for spot ETFs amid market optimism that the SEC will reverse its longstanding view that funds should not be allowed. In evidence of partial thaw, the agency did allow ETFs tied to Bitcoin futures in 2021. So you see they are loosening up just a little bit, but not as much as we really wanted to see, overall. But shout out to Eric R. Said channel members LFG. Shout out to Jay Garcia. Nothing but bangers. Jay says Volt went to shit. I mean, the markets are tough right now, man, to be honest. It's a rough time period, but Volt does have a solid community around it. Remember, like in the beginning of the stream, we talked about a few projects like shibainu, dogecoin that have built strong enough communities that once the bull market does return, people are going to flock to these assets. Volt has a ton of utilities. So it's not just starting off like, one of the projects that price pulls back or you start to see the price plummet and they have nothing going for it. Volt still has a ton going for it. But look at the chart of Floki SafeMoon. Okay, we'll pull up that Floki SafeMoon. They're going crazy. Burns, we need more of, definitely. Okay, so I was wondering as well, how would y'all feel, or are y'all interested in, us looking at some of the top crypto videos, content like that, and we watch some of those on the channel, and I react to them / give my opinion, and just add my own thought to some of these videos, because I thought this would be important, because some of the things we don't talk about on the channel, we usually cover shib and meme coins and things like that, but there are macro things taking place in the space that I would like to, that of content that I watch, that I would like to watch it with y'all, so y'all can get some of the information I'm getting, and I can also give y'all a different perspective on it as well. So let me know, would y'all be interested in seeing me reacting, reviewing, or just giving my opinion to other big videos in the crypto space? Let me know what y'all think about that. So while y'all let me know about that, I guess we can go over here, pull up Dex tools, and see what we got for the Floki Moon, Floki Safe Moon. If they going so crazy, Floki Safe Moon. Let's see. Is Floki Safe Moon BNB or is it ERC20? Y'all gotta let me know. See the Floki CEOs, all that. And how long ago was the Floki Safe Moon created? Yeah, I'm not seeing it pull up on Dex tools. I see one version of it, but I'm not sure if that's the official one, because the volume in the last 24 hours is only $1,600. And I know y'all ain't telling me to go check out a project with $1,600 in volume in the last 24 hours. Y'all know we don't even get out like that. But let's see, BSC March 2023. Is this it? Is this the one y'all talking about right here? Let me know quickly. Okay, Eric R says, yes, put your opinion on that. You're always information, easy to understand and thorough. Okay, I need a few more people's opinion before we really heat up with this. Y'all gotta understand, I'm taking y'all y'all input and helping it guide the channel's direction. So if y'all are interested in seeing me talk about bigger coverage videos in the crypto space, investing space, and just reacting to it, giving my opinion, giving y'all my perspective on it, let me know in the comment section if y'all are interested in seeing that, because there's a lot of bigger, might be considered boring videos, or just things that we don't normally check out. And not boring to everybody. Those who really love the space, this is all good information. But some people I notice don't check these types of videos, and I would like y'all to see some of the videos that I check out as well, some of the people whose content I like in the space, and just me being able to provide my perspective on top of that. So let me know what y'all think. But let's see. Okay, Essence says, yes, I would like to hear your content on macro conditions. I follow macro conditions impact crypto too. I would like to hear your commentary. Okay, cool. So Raphael said that's not the right one. I'm not sure, y'all. I tried to find it, man. I tried to pull it up for y'all. It's not popping up. Floki SafeMoon. Y'all can see the list of coins that pop up right here. These are the only coins that are popping up. None of these are Floki SafeMoon. So I don't know what's going on with that right there. Hey, Raphael, you see the list right here. I typed in Floki SafeMoon. I don't know. What should I type in? What should I type in to find it? I'm going to get this about 1 more minute. Typed in Floki's, looking for a safemoon version of it. Don't see that. Typed in Floki safemoon, and we only get one Floki safemoon, and that's the one you said was not it. So I don't know, y'all. We gonna links aren't able to be you can't put links in the chat section on YouTube. So we gonna just check out some other projects. I don't know why Dex Tools does that. Sometimes Dex Tools doesn't show, you know, every single project. But we got 4chan up right now, up 26% on the day, looking nice. This is one we threw on the watch list. This is why you want to be subscribed. So that way, you know, you can check out projects on your, you know, they can come across your desk on the channel. And then you can later on go back when you get time and review or, you know, do your due diligence on some of the projects. We got, let's see some of the things doing good today on our list. We got Inu up 26%, sitting at $672,000 market cap. So this one, you know, up 26% on the day, but still down nicely from, you know, its all-time high. If y'all want to check that one out as well. Then we got Unleash, which is Unleash Club. This one up about 11%, but down, you know, significantly from where it started at. And usually I like some of the plays like this because we like to see where some of these projects can pump up to, and then where they pull back at. We like to sometimes get entries right there, because if the community is strong, you got to do your own due diligence and make sure, you know, if the community is strong and people still excited about the project could eventually go to those levels that we've seen it, the all-time high and beyond those levels. So it's usually good to catch the dip on projects, you know, that do pull back like this. But let's see what else we got on the list that's doing good. We got Elmo up 15%. Also, we got Biao. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. BIAO coin up 17%. PSYOP up 38%. And those appear to be the best ones so far. Also, if there's something new that y'all are checking out, you want me to review it on the channel, let me know or just drop it in the comment section. Shout out to everybody coming in the stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the stream. Run those likes up. XXI Gaming said Inu is the next one to blow. People are going to miss out, but that's life. You know, you can't, you know, everybody can't get into everything. But salute to Aaron L. Shout out to the Vote Army in the building, man. Y'all already know what time it is. XXI said Inu just got a good buy wall. Essence said I've been seeing people shield Sheep 2.0 and a lot of other 2.0s. Yeah, the Pepe 2.0 has been being talked about lately. And I was going to review that one, but I wanted to, last I seen it was around a $49 million market cap. I checked it today. It was down significantly from there. So, you know, right now would be a good time to, you know, review that one and bring it up on the channel if y'all are interested. So good entry for those waiting for next year bull run. So let's pull up Pepe 2.0 to see what they got going on. You know, in the comment section, are you in Pepe 2.0? We got a few different Pepe 2.0s. I'm not sure which one is the, okay, I found it. Okay, so this one is on the hot #1 of Dex Tools right now, y'all. So we can see a nice pullback. It is sitting at an $8.5 million market cap. So significant pullback from around a 50. What was the all-time high market cap on this one? If anyone in the comment section knows, you could drop that down there for us. But yeah, seeing it go from last where I seen a $49 million market cap to just about under a $9 million market cap. Nice entry position right here. Also, it still has $7.5 million in volume in the last 24 hours, down 49%. So that is a nice discount to be able to buy the dip if you're interested in throwing a little something on this one right here. But we haven't reviewed this one. From what I've seen so far, this is basically just a copy of the original Pepe. I heard that they had the same supply, same everything. It's just a newer version to give people an earlier chance to get in that might have been late, or miss Pepe. So let's check this Twitter out though real quick, see what they got going on over here. So Pepe 2.0, Pepe 2. Miss Pepe, here's your second chance. So already 17,000 followers, y'all. So we give them a follow. Let's see what they say. We had a crazier run than Pepe launched. Consolidation and dips are expected. So let's see. Make this a little bigger so y'all can see it. But consolidation and dips are expected. Our community is the strongest on ETH, and we are only getting started. It's crazy how a new coin can come out this soon and say our community is the strongest on ETH. No way Pepe 2.0 community is the strongest on Ethereum. But we like that type of, sentiment. We like projects that, feel that strongly about themselves. Also, we could take a look and see the amount of engagement this post has. 12,200 insights or impressions and 478 likes, 257 retweets, and 150 comments. I really like to look at this metric because this aside from Telegram and, the Discords and whatnot, gives me in volume also, it gives me a peek into what's really going on with the project. Are people truly excited about this project? We only want to invest in projects that people are excited about, so some of that hype, some of that momentum can carry us into some of those gains. But let's look at the next post. Every chart has a consolidation phase before the next leg. Only the strong survive. Imagine those who sold Pepe before the parabolic rip. Here's your second chance with Pepe 2. We breaking records and will continue to do so. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so we end the meeting, Pepe 2.0. This is a decentralized version of Pepe. Many flaws about the Pepe launch, which we don't get into right now. Life is about second and fair chances. So we can see 20,000 impressions on this post, 21,000 impressions on this post. And another thing I like to see is they're very active on social media. So, if this is the pullback where it finally starts to find support, that's a good thing. That's what we want to see taking place. 28,000 impressions on this one here. Let's see what they were talking about in the spaces. Oh, we can't play it back. Okay, so we can't play it back. But 5,400 people tuned in to that. That shows us that people are excited about this one. So it's a gem when you see what Pepe 2 has been accomplishing daily. Crypto is fun and exciting, especially when Pepe 2, but this is a friendly reminder that it's okay to get out and touch some grass. So let's go take a look at the website. We've seen a few of the Twitter posts. I like that they are active. This is all, posts since just yesterday. So they don't even have the website linked up there. They might have it on Dex Tools. Let's see. That's the contract. Okay, so the website is pepe20.vip. So welcome to Pepe 2.0. Miss Pepe, here's your second chance. Let's see what I'll scroll through real quick, see what all they have, how many pages. Okay. So we see a home about tokenomics roadmap community. My favorite parts are roadmap. I like the tokenomics as well. They have a buy button so you can buy it right there. They also have NFTs. Also, you can look at the contract. And they got a few links on the website so that way you can get to the correct place straight from the website. So about introducing Pepe 2.0. Pepe knows he made mistakes in the past, blacklisting some investors, launching on a weekend when you were spending time with your family and friends. He wants to make things right and redo his billion-dollar run. He's a new version of himself. He is now Pepe 2.0 or Pepe 2. That's the hashtag. So Pepe 2. So if you want to get more information on this project, just type in it on Twitter, Pepe 2, and I'm sure you'll see a lot more, what the community is saying. So it looks like 420 trillion tokens. They look like taxes, 1%, security ownership renounced. So that's interesting to see that 1% tax on there. I'm not sure if Pepe had a tax. If somebody knows off the bat, drop in the comment section. Let me know, does Pepe have a tax attached to it? Okay, so that's, nothing too major on the website. Let's take a look at the roadmap. So the roadmap goes to the tokenomics page. So they don't have anything as far as roadmap yet. So keep that in mind. This could have been just, we don't know who created this. Anybody could have created this project and just got a little traction and it, picked up a little bit and it's where it is now. So keep that in mind. It's not saying that this is the official Pepe 2.0. But let's go over to Twitter. So we can see Pepe 2 hashtag has over 7,000 tweets in the last couple hours, y'all. So this is really, really big. So a lot of people are connecting their communities to it or trying to gain some of the attention from what they see happening with that. So top posts, let's see some of the top ones, and then we'll go over to the latest. Okay, so be careful for these fake airdrops. Pepe 2 airdrop, that's a scam. Coinbase cuts another 20% of workforce and warns up to 500 million. I'm not sure 500 million and what. Okay, so these are all spam posts right here. So let's go to the latest. So Pepe 2.0 price today, real-time metrics, in on Morales, money now, net experience buyers. That's weird. It doesn't have that many posts under the latest section. So let's just kind of scroll past a lot of these scam posts. So it's really sad when you see so many scam projects, taken away from, the light of the legitimate project. And think about how many people actually get scammed by these, thinking they have a chance to actually get an airdrop. It's really sad to see. But that's all a part of the crypto game. You got to learn how to move safely in the space. But okay, let's go back over to the chart. Pepe 2.0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 day being around. Let's look at some of these indicators. So we got the Bollinger Bands up. Let's drop down to the 4 hour. So we can see price is near that lower Bollinger Band. So even if you got in right here and it pulled back a little bit lower to, this level here, that's not a bad entry, because you can never time it perfectly and you're still buying in underneath the middle Bollinger Band and close to the lower Bollinger Band, which is usually where you want to try to get those entries at. Okay, so we got the RSI up there in the MACD already, but it hasn't formed anything on the MACD side yet. Still too new, I guess. It's looking like it wants to. Let's go down. Let's drop down one more. Let's drop to the 1 hour. So take a look at the 1 hour chart. If we look at the 1 hour, the price fell, exactly right along that lower Bollinger Band, and it's giving, a good entry. Now, obviously, you got to keep in mind the price can always pull back more, but that's just a part of the game. So Pepe 2.0 actually looking good. This is looking like one that I might throw something on that now is pulling back. And now we got a new number one that's trending. Lobster, hot number one, up 710% in the last 24 hours. You know, we got to throw this on the watch list right here. Let me see. We got a couple new comments in. Okay, so Essence says the original Pepe is not taxed. Not sure about 2.0 having a tax. So that's the difference about it. So they did say, you know, there was nothing different. It was doing things the same exact way, but that's not exactly true. They are taking 1% tax, and I believe that's on the buy and sell side. It's not a high tax at all, but just, you know, just being transparent about it. It's not the exact same. So Essence says non-tax seems to be the new wave. It definitely is. And, you know, it's crazy to see because you know, yes, that is exciting because you get more of the assets. So for projects that genuinely take off and become community driven or whatever, that's a really good thing. But for some of the projects that, you know, do need a little help still, you know, I don't think it's the best idea to not have some form of taxes, because the taxes is how the token supports itself. The taxes are how, you know, marketing is done, how you get, you know, billboards out in Times Square, you know, how you can you know, get basically influencers. You know, that's the way you spread the project. So that's why we see a lot of these projects right now. Yes, they're popping off. They do some nice little runs, but they kind of die out and we don't see much from them after that. I think that's why, because the projects aren't able to sustain themselves with zero tax. Especially, you know, think about it. Most of the community, you know, isn't going to come together for most of these new projects and create their own marketing fund, you know, and donate money towards the marketing wallet so that way they can grow the project. So usually that's something you want to see the team doing. But right now it is that way. But what do you think about Hedera and Saucer Swap? Can you make a video on Sauce Token? I'm gonna have to check that one out. I haven't heard of that one. So what do you guys think about Floki SafeMoon for those posting it? So Essence is asking y'all, everybody in the comment section that's spamming Floki SafeMoon, she's asking, what do y'all like about it? You know, this is a crypto investor right here who she spent some time in the game, so she understands things. So you can break it down to her, you know, on what you know, find beneficial about the project, and she may become a new investor. And not just her, you know, you may get more people in the community to want to invest in the project as well if you can thoroughly, you know, explain, you know, the benefits and why we should be liking the project or why we should be taking a look at it. But can you look at NFAI? Okay, let's see. We'll pull that one up. We'll pull this one up quickly if it shows right up. So it looks like 5 months ago, not financial advice. $6 million market cap, 587K in liquidity, total holders 1.8K, and up 2% in the last day. Let's take a look at the volume. 49,000 in volume in the last 24 hours. You know, not the biggest project. 50K in volume in the last 24 hours. For it to be out this long, I would like to see more volume. I like to see projects with a lot of volume, a lot of volatility going on, because that really creates the opportunity to be able to make some money. But what do you like about this project? Share that in the comment section. You know, you might get some people interested. But I want to take a look at this Lobster Twitter. So that's interesting. When we click on Lobster, the Wojak 2.0 pops up. So I'm not sure you know, how that happened. Okay, so is this a new? See, this is why we have to, you know, it's good to be in sessions like this. So we get to figure out, you know, is this just another token created by the same developer, or you know, what's to this? So Chef Wojak 2.0 will cook lobster for everyone, 1300 UTC on July 1st. It must be very delicious. Chef will get wages for cooking exquisite food. With wages, chefs will use them to buy Wojak 2.0 and destroy them. Wojak 2.0 will become more and more rare in the future. So not yet wrapping my head around, you know, exactly how this is working. So if anybody's familiar with this, feel free to drop it in there. Let's eat lobster. We select 100 winners to share 1,000 U worth of lobster. Let's see what else. These 20 winners can share Wojak 2.0, about 200 USDT worth Okay, so the score of Wojak 2.0 on Dex Tools app has surpassed that of Pepe 2.0. We will soon land on the trend. So let's see. Let's go back again over real quick to Dex Tools, see how many days this has been out. So did this just drop today? Okay, so this project is brand new. So this one is just launched, 367K market cap. Right now, 243K in liquidity and only 629 holders with 3.8 million in volume so far in the last 24 hours. This is projects that we like to look at. Things like this, doing a lot of volume, brand new project. You know, it has some hype, some momentum attached to it from other things. You know, this is what we want to see. Now, I'm not telling you to go buy this project, but I'm saying we want to see projects that actually have some potential. Shout out to Nine. You said Bone climbing on the rumors of Shibirum being released in August. So yeah, Bone also is another one right now, a sleeper. We got Bone under $1. I expect Bone to easily be worth $5. I expect it in best case scenario, I say around $10. But you know, I think Bone should be worth at least $5 upon the release of Shibarium or close to it. Now, obviously, it's not financial advice. Don't take my word for that, but that's just how I'm feeling. So, you know, being able to get Bone right now at 95, 96 cents, knowing potentially it can hit $5, you know, you got to do the math for yourself. So Cash said I was early in Shib and got Satoshi to follow. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Satoshi as well. Essence says, I think NFAI is one of the projects that will be building on Shibarium. Okay. Definitely got to keep an eye out on that one then. Cash says, yeah, I'm thinking more long-term hodl. So let's see what we got up here. Okay, so I wanted to check this video out, you know, quickly. Might skip around through it, but I wanted y'all to see this. But shout out to Crypto R Us. Y'all go give him a follow. Or Cryptos R Us. So CryptosRus. So another crypto content creator, and he covers more on, you know, the macro side of things. So I like to tap in with him every once in a while and see, you know, his take on things as well. You know, you like to get a good understanding of, you know, what you think about the space, also what other people, successful people in the space are, you know, thinking and saying as well, just so that way you're best informed. And when you and how you can know when he's talking about panic selling, when you're looking at the chart, you could tell it's a panic sell by these drastic red candles that pull straight down. When you see that happen, you know at some point, or you want to think at some point, is going to find the support. Buyers are going to step in and it's going to eventually pop back up to that area where it was trading at. Not saying it's going to automatically go right back to the top, but it's going to enter back within that range. So if you ever see, you know, normally when the price is just moving down, you'll see a lot of continuous red candles. You know, it might pop up a few green candles, but you'll start to notice the trend moving down. If we look here, you know, if we take the low point and we you know, look up, we can actually see right now this was kind of in an upwards trend before this panic set in. And this is where we've seen a lot of panic take place right in this candle. So once we would have seen this candle close out, we see the second candle next to it, you know, form a higher support. A lot of people took that as an indication to jump in and go long right there. And that's why you see this long green candle follow suit after here. Wait, Essence is saying you can't hear. Essence, what can't you hear? Let me know. What can't you hear, Essence? Let me know. Is it the video or are you saying you can't hear me? So look at that red line that he has at the top of the screen up here. This is the resistance point that he's looking at for Bitcoin. And once Bitcoin breaks outside of this, that's a really, really bullish indicator that we can break out to, those new price levels, $35,000 Bitcoin. Not just saying straight to 35,000, but, we can get closer in that range. So what we're looking at is attacking this red line. We need as many buyers to come in and test this area here and violate it. Once this red line is violated, price breaks above it and the price comes back down to try to retest it. Remember, previous resistance becomes new support. So if it can break this previous resistance, it'll become a new support at this level right here. And I think that's around 31K Bitcoin, and it'll continue to take us up to the 32, 33, etc. Okay, y'all gotta let me know. We got Nanya saying your audio is clear. Essence saying the video that you played. Can you hear it now, Essence? And anybody else in the stream, if y'all can let me know, is the audio coming through clear for y'all? Just so we can make sure we're not wasting time here. I want to make sure y'all can hear this. And this is the thing, like he said, he's losing a lot of power. We even got Congress members that are waking up to the games that the chairman of the SEC is playing. And, a lot of people are getting tired of it. There's only so long before he gets pushed up out of there and he's replaced with someone more pro crypto, or he basically gets his act together and, starts to, move in alignment with where the rest of the space wants to go. Now, it's not saying he just has to do whatever we tell him to, but his job is not to basically just restrict everything. His job is to make sure the American investors are safe, that they're not being taken advantage of, they're not being misled and things like that. So just trying to completely ban crypto altogether, that's doing us more of a disservice, than something good. Because, as we are continuously not regulating, and we got a lot of other companies or countries opening up to crypto. That's putting, the United States further and further back in the crypto race. Okay, hold on. We got a couple more people. So Harlan said clear. Essence said I can hear you, but not the video playing. Nanya said can't hear the video, but you're loud and clear. That's interesting. I wonder why can't y'all hear the video playing? Is that still the case? Can y'all still not hear the video playing? So are y'all still unable to hear that? Not the video, but hear you. Okay. It's the audio on the video. That's interesting because it's playing. My microphone should be picking up the audio from the video as well. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let's see what the issue may be. Okay, let's see. Give me one more quick test real quick, y'all. If y'all can quickly let me know, can y'all hear the video playing from the actual video? Okay, so that's crazy, y'all. But I'm gonna just basically just sum up what he's saying in some of these points. So he's saying that, a ton of different funds have applied for these applications, but they've been being denied and told that they need to have a surveillance company, which a lot of them are picking Coinbase to be their price oracle. So what the SEC is saying, we don't trust these ETFs themselves, or these funds trying to put these that are applying for the ETFs. We don't trust them to reflect the prices accurately themselves, because it would be in their benefit to, they could say right now the current price of Bitcoin is $2,000 higher than what it really is, and they would essentially be ripping off the people that are investing into that ETF. So what the SEC is saying is, no, you cannot be control of price oracle. You can't be, we don't trust you to say what the price is. So you're going to have a separate company who, is not involved with your direct operations, be able to report and reflect prices. So he's basically saying that, these different funds or firms are putting pressure on the SEC, saying that you basically have no reason to deny us anymore. We're jumping through every single hoop and hurdle that you get to us. You told us we need to have this, we got it now. You said we need to have this, we got it now. So what else are you going to make up and say we need to do next? And the SEC is running out of options, running out of things to pull out of thin air to make people have to abide by. So Grayscale has sued the SEC already because they didn't approve the okay, so if you remember in 2021, the SEC approved futures ETFs, basically allowing people to speculate on the price of Bitcoin. But Grayscale is saying, if you approved futures trading with it, what's the problem with spot trading? So they're suing the SEC because of that, basically saying, y'all don't have any reason to deny this if y'all already approved that. Y'all basically are just, being in the way. So he's basically congratulating those that didn't get, tricked by all the manipulation going on in the space. When the SEC is denying people and things like that, that can stir up a little panic. And I'm not sure if that's what caused the panic sale, but it could have been, seeing some of these applications be denied. That could have took a little, of the excitement away from investors and caused people to start to jump off ship. But right at this support level, we had people waiting and scooped up the price and pushed it right back to in those same territories. So basically saying congratulations to those that weren't shaken off by that fake out. So he's just talking about a story of an investor who took out a $35,000 loan to buy crypto. And then a year later, he took out an additional $24,000 loan, which put him at a total of $59,000 in loan debt to buy crypto. And some people are saying, if he did it at that time, then he should be technically up. But George is saying that, basically, it's okay, it was cool, but it's not a wise idea to risk more than you're willing to lose. Because let's say, you took out all these loans and things go the opposite way. That's really going to put you in a tough situation where, you might not be able to climb out of, or it's just going to take you a very long time to climb out of. So you really want to be careful. Shout out to MT, said that's crypto or us. Y'all need to collab. Definitely, most definitely. We're gonna have a lot bigger collabs, coming to the channel in the future. So y'all just stay tuned, man. But Aaron says, did you see that Forbes article today about crypto embracing for a $27 trillion earthquake, as they called it? No, I didn't see that. We're gonna have to pull that one up on the stream. Essence says, I agree. Congrats to all the diamond hands. Eric R said, all these firms want to make more profits, and the SEC is in the way of everyone now. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to start to see all these people gang up against the SEC. They're going to start seeing a lot of backlash, from holding people back, and the SEC won't be able to, withstand, that attack or that onslaught from all these major, firms. And you got to think a lot of these firms have, politicians in the pocket as well, or they're very close with some politicians. So eventually, it's not just these firms that they're going to have to worry about. They're going to have to worry about more politicians, and I don't think Gary Gensler wants to lose his position at the SEC. So versus losing it, I think he starts to get in shape, and starts to actually, regulate the space like he should be doing in the first place. Kiora Patel said, how much rupee required for it? I'm not sure required for what though, bro. What you referring to? And shout out to Crypto Surfer, man. Another one of the Volt Army OGs in the building, man. Salute. Let's see though, what else we got. So he's saying, just reminding people, it can look good sometimes to take out that loan and put it into crypto. But what happens is the market makers, they have these flash crashes, they have these shakeouts where, and he's saying what happens if you put your money down on the line and you end up getting liquidated by one of these flash crashes or sell-offs in the market. And now you're, left in an even worse position. It's just not worth it. It's really not. So he's saying, even though we all know, crypto is going up in the long term, he hates to hear, and myself included, when people are, saying I'm going to take out a home loan, or he said in his example, people maxing out, asking him if they should max out their credit cards, and he said he never advises that because you never know what can happen, and you can always end up putting yourself in a worse situation. So you should only be, putting in what you're willing to lose. And, for those that want to just, put in more to take advantage of more of the opportunity because you believe in crypto long term and you're prepared to hold it, then just generate new streams of income. So that way you have more money to invest. So that way you don't really have to put yourself in a tough situation. So he's talking about a crypto ATM firm going public July 3rd, crypto ATM firm Bitcoin Depot. So he's saying it's an option for those that want to invest in basically stock-based crypto companies. So crypto companies that actually have stock, versus just investing in cryptocurrency itself. He's saying this is a way you can go about that. July 3rd from Bitcoin Depot. So he's talking about how, this is a new option, but he said he's never been a fan of Bitcoin ATMs because, he just doesn't like them. But he said he understands that, they can be easy on and off ramp for some people, looking to just, either load up some Bitcoin or, sell some and actually get cash right there. But he talks about how, he doesn't think the spread is fair. Because if you ever used a Bitcoin ATM, the price that they tell you Bitcoin is at, that they're going to be selling your Bitcoin for you at, is not the price that it truly is. So basically you're paying more than, the average ATM fees and things like that when you use a Bitcoin ATM. So that's one thing he doesn't like about it. And then he also mentioned the Bitcoin ATMs having a camera, and, how secret is that, if you're recorded every time you go do a withdrawal. So keep that in mind. Shout out to Flamingo though. Flamingo just pulled up on us. Salute. We got another real channel member in the building, man. How you doing today, Flamingo? But Nyan says, what do you think about and how do you feel the election will change the crypto? There are some pro crypto candidates in the game. So I really think it just depends on which candidate, actually wins. And, also, we got RFK, running on, he's going to be pro Bitcoin. He's going to make sure Bitcoin is safe in America. But, you never know until that person is office. They can run on one promise. And, once they get in there, things change. So it's really hard to say, how it will be affected. I think that with, crypto being a very big issue right now, I think whatever candidate does get it, in that top two spaces, one of them will be extremely pro crypto. And I think that will, help or, lean in their favor, because right now the American people want crypto. There's nothing you could say that shows that the American people as a whole don't want crypto to, exist or be a medium that we can use for, the financial space. So, I think it's going to be good for, the election brings change. Anytime, change is an opportunity for growth. So, we could see something good in that area because of that. But, then again, we just never know. But I think whoever is the pro crypto candidate, I think they will have a better chance in this race, because that's what the people really want to see. So Cash said, when is the US election again? I'm not sure exactly, but I know it's 2024. So we're coming up on it. I think it's like possibly November. Eric says, channel members pulling up. What up, though? Salute. Essence said, hey, Flamingo. Crypto Service said, follow smart money, learn from DecemberDeMarco. You'll be straight. You just got to do your due diligence, educate yourself, and really understand what's going on. And, you'll be better off than 90% of the people in the space. And the 90% of the people in the space are the ones losing money because they don't understand what's going on. So salute, we got Stevie Crypto in the building. Shout out to Flamingo. She said, I'm good, DD. Thanks. Appreciate you pulling up on this, Flamingo. Eric says, I don't believe the politicians. They are controlled by the money. Follow the smart money, as DeMarco says. So exactly, we can get one of these politicians in office who's, just a puppet for the bigger money that's already at play. They already got this whole thing, locked down. Nobody gets in there unless they really want them in there. You gotta, I don't mean to go a little conspiracy-ish on y'all, but everybody's who's up at that level, they're already going to play ball to a certain extent, for one side or the other. So, it just really depends. But shout out to New Anthem, the producer, said, what is this about? So we're just talking a little crypto talk, becoming more educated, becoming better informed investors. That's all this stream is about, getting more information on certain things in the crypto space. So now he's talking about Bitcoin and its current trajectory. So right now he's going to start talking about, the halving coming up, when the bull market can possibly kick in. So let's see what he has to say. So if you take a look at the image at the top, you see it says 2018 through 2020, and then it has a 500-day pre-halving action. So it'll be 500 days basically before the halving, the Bitcoin halving. And you see right after that is when the bull market set in. If we look at the 2018 through 2020 chart. So now we're on the 2022 through 2025 chart. And take a look here. So that first one was a 3-year period, and now we have another 3-year period here. Or that first one was 2 years. So this one they have a 3-year period, but 500 days pre-halving action. So look at it. It's playing out similarly. We've seen the bear market prices drop all the way down. In the first bear market, we've seen it drop down about 84%. This bear market, we've seen things drop down about 73%. And from where it found support and is moving at right now, we're kind of right in the middle of that 500 days until pre-halving action. Well, not 500, but we're at the halfway mark of this 500-day period. So, a little less than, half a year. I'm not sure exactly when the halving takes place, what month. Let me look that up real quick. So the next Bitcoin halving 2024 date, according to the BTC halving countdown clock, is scheduled to take place at block 840,000, which is predicted to be solved on April 26th, 2024. So we're still, a little bit away from that time. So April of 2024. So for about 4 months in, four and a half, about 5 months into 2024. So it's not going to happen as soon as 24 takes place. So we still probably have about 250 days or so until then, just, taking a rough guess. But look what happens after the halving. So you take a look at the 2018, 2020 top slide. We can see after the halving, the bull market kicked in full effect. So if we get that same thing that plays out here, you want to be prepared before it already happens. Yes, the price can pull down as we get closer to that. But once we hit that halving point, look what happens. Sometimes history repeats itself. Not saying it does all the time, but this is what y'all want to be prepared for. So he's basically saying it's really that simple to buy more crypto as we're in the bear market and as we're leading up to that halving. He's saying that's basically a simple strategy to buy and hold, as we get closer to this point and we wait for the price to start to break out. This is obviously if you're bullish on crypto, if you believe crypto is going to be higher in the future, then it's as simple as buy and hold. It's not that it's easier said than done because you can need money for financial things and whatnot, or it could just be the psychological effect of seeing your investments go down. That's really hard for some people. But essentially, he's saying this is kind of a really good strategy. Is as we're in the bear market leading up to the halving, buy in, load up on whatever you want. And then as we get closer to the halving and break out of that, we usually get the bull market. So he's showing a moving average line from 2011 all the way to where we are right now. And he's showing, at each point when the price, dropped down and it eventually broke back above that moving average line, we entered a bullish period. So you can see 2011, it broke down, it dropped under the moving average, but once it broke back above it, price went running. We can see again in 2015, it broke down below the moving average line, but once it broke back above it, price ran again. Same thing in 2019. Price dropped under the moving average line, found support. Once it broke back over it, price ran again. So now we see same thing playing out right here in 2023. Price dropped below the moving average line. And he talked about the June closing candle closing out for the month above this line is a very bullish indicator because, that usually tells us, previous resistance becomes new support. So we were resisted under this point. We had a hard time breaking above this point. Now with, us closing above it, that's a sign that we're about to run again. Look, it happened in 2019, happened in 2015, happened in 2011. Obviously, it's not financial advice, but you want to try to take this information and try to connect some dots. And this is all we have. We don't have a 100% guarantee anywhere we look with any due diligence that we do. So all we can do is try to piece things together. Like I say, connect the dots. So he's talking about exchange balance percent now, basically saying 11.7%, I think it is, of Bitcoin that is on exchanges. And he's saying as this number increases, it's usually a better sign, I believe. So he's talking about demand, supply and demand. He says demand is going up, but the supply is actually going down. So it's less Bitcoin available to just grab from some of these exchanges. So, that can be positive on the price as well. So he's talking about all the different factors that, we've been naming over the stream of, at play. and how they're all leaning towards Bitcoin having a successful run in the near future. So super bullish right now. Let's see some of the comments we got. Flamingo Paris says, I see that the more they want to pull away from the crypto, the stronger the crypto world seems to get. We are loyal. Exactly. And people are tired of traditional finance. People are tired of the banks playing games, not having access to their money, when they want to. Do y'all know in some countries, you can't even take out a specific, amount per day. You can't, it's some countries where you couldn't take out $1,000 per day of your bank account. Even if you can have $100,000 in there, and there's some countries that won't even let you take out 1,000 per day. So people are tired of playing these games with the financial system. They're ready to have full control over their money, which is why we believe in decentralized finance. So that's that's what we're rooting for. Essence says, speak your mind, DD. Salute. Shout out to Essence, man, holding it down, always rocking with us. Eric says, facts. Dark says, what happens if layer 2 fails? Dark responded to his own question and said it will be the biggest scam ever. So if layer 2 fails, I don't think that would necessarily make it a scam if it fails. Now, if it failed because it was a bad product, or a bad, development, then yeah. But I don't see, if you're talking about Shibarium layer 2 scaling solution, I don't really think it's going to fail. There's a lot of people that are excited, what you got to remember too is Shibarium is bringing something new to the space. This is going to make it easier for a lot of people to start developing in the space. And also when it comes to the metaverse side of things, it's going to help people, be able to, the team is making developments to be able to help people create games, create things that you might not necessarily have the best skill set for. You'll be able to bring it, into fruition through Shib's metaverse and all the developments and utility that they're giving us. So I don't really see this failing. There's already 1,000 applications submitted, 1,000 developers, already working on, trying to build things for Shibarium. So, I think, we're going to see a lot of interest once it's actually released. But Eric says, how about the Voti card? Did you get yours? No, I did not get mine yet. You know what's crazy? I was rejected for my KYC. Absolutely bonkers, y'all. So I'm going to resubmit everything. I don't know what that was about, but I'm going to try to get that resubmitted. But Eric says also, what do you think about Litecoin? Litecoin is one of the old school coins I used to keep, track of. But to be honest, I haven't been following Litecoin the most this last year. So, I really like to only give my opinions on the things I, really got something to say about. But Litecoin is one of those ones, I think it will be here for the future. It's been doing well over the last year. It popped up into the top, 20 coins. That's usually a good sign that we want to see. And also, as the bull market gets closer, Litecoin does have, some utility to it and a strong community around it that, may push it even further. Like I believe a few projects are also, like think about it. Dogecoin, if I'm not mistaken, is built on Litecoin. That could be, let me double check that real quick. So key takeaways, Dogecoin is an open source cryptocurrency established in 2013 by Jackson Palmer and Billy Marcus. Dogecoin features a shibainu, Japanese breed of dog, as its logo. It is based on Litecoin and uses the same proof of work technology. So, Litecoin may have some potential there in the future for, another Dogecoin, another, something like that. And if Dogecoin is running on it, as long as Dogecoin survives and thrives, I think that's going to be good for Litecoin as well. But Dark says, so much for a 2023 bull run. If you notice in some of my videos, I've been saying I don't think the bull run is necessarily here yet. But also I've been saying, we never know, because we could look back 3 to 6 months from now and say, yeah, the bull market did start right there. But, I'm not all the way convinced yet. Like I said, once we break past that $1.5 trillion market cap level as a whole, or once we get it closer to that $1.75 trillion market cap level, that's more when I'm convinced that the bull market is here and we'll have that potential to see the excitement that we really started seeing, 2021 and whatnot. So Flamingo says, it's dark. Let's keep a positive outlook. Eric says the accumulation phase, he's talking about, as prices are in that 500-day pre-halving stage, prices are, consolidating in that range. You want to really accumulate. So that way, when things take off, you are already packed up and ready to go. Dark says there is no positive outlook. We've been down for over 2 years, so he's upset right now. It probably ain't gonna be too much you could say to Dark right now to cheer him up until he sees Shibarium and sees some price action. He might be feeling that type of way. But Dark, please don't bring your FUD spirit to the chat. Flamingo says. Aaron L says 100 Flamingo. Essence says thanks Flamingo. We are solid over here. Dark says December, I think we are back at the same price for SHIB 2 years ago. Makes 0 sense. Crypto is a scam that we can make a killing on. The dollar will go nowhere. So you got to understand, yes, prices fluctuate. Crypto has what's called volatility, just like the stock markets do. You can look at some assets in the stock market, some stocks, and they've done the same thing. They're back at last year's prices or, 2 year ago prices, or even worse than they were 2 years ago. That's just a part of it. But guess what? Shibainu and its ecosystem was up a lot higher at one point. It's just being able to take profits at those times can be a tricky thing. And, I've seen a lot of people who were, happy as long as their Shiba Inu gains were sitting nicely. They didn't want to take profit when they had more than, ample opportunity to do so. And they were hodl. I'm going to diamond hand. But as they started to see the price fall, they started to lose that faith and, wish they would have sold. So that's why you really have to understand your strategy. When you're investing, you got to say, I'm investing for, this is a 1 year investment, 3 year investment, 5 year investment. That way you can plan your trade and trade your plan. You can stick to that strategy. You don't want to start jumping around because the price isn't doing what you want it to do. And now you start losing confidence just because of that. Because what you really could be looking at is, you had 2 years, since the price has been dropping to accumulate, if you started just accumulating that whole time and, you would have a decent bag size for when things turn around, you would not be disappointed by, what you see if you were taking advantage of that accumulation phase. So, if you buy low, and you want to lock in profits, you're going to have to sell high. If you buy low and it goes high and you don't sell, you run the risk of the price dropping back low again. That's just the risk you take when you don't take profits. I know people in my community had a lot of time to be able to take profits from Shiba Inu. Now, it depends on your strategy. That's why I told everybody develop multiple bags. So that way you can have your long-term bags, you got your short-term bags, and, you are able to walk away with some profit where, if Shiba Inu does drop for a prolonged period of time, you're not feeling bad about it. You already took home some good profit and you're prepared to wait the rest of the time that it takes for the rest of it to, go green. But I can understand how you feeling, man. How long have you been in the space? Is it just that, those 2 years? Because you might have bought right at the all-time high. If you bought October 2021 or, somewhere close to that range, you bought near the all-time high prices. And yeah, now where we are right now, that's going to hurt looking at your portfolio. But this is why you dollar cost average, you over a period of time. It could be, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever you want it to be, your time frame. You want to continue to dollar cost average on Shiba Inu to bring your average cost down. So that way you're not feeling, such of a hit from, the price pulling back. But MT says crypto, like stocks or any other market, comes in cycles. Absolutely. Nanya says, have you ever gone all in on a token or coin? Absolutely not. So I've gone all in as far as, I might have a bag, a new wallet that I started, let's say I load this wallet with a couple thousand, I might play around with like that, but I'm not ever just, taking everything I have and just going all in on anything. That's too risky, putting all your eggs in one basket. So, now let's say I have a wallet with, I plan on buying a few different coins. Sometimes I have bought more than of a specific coin, versus when my initial plan was to split it up maybe evenly. If I liked the coin a lot, I've done that before, but I've never just took everything and just YOLO'd into something. But Aaron says, if you need help or on the Voti card, the admins in the TG would help December. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap in with them, man. But Dark says, yeah, bro, I lost 60K profits on SHIB and I'm still buying. I'm sick in the head like everyone else in the crypto scam. So I get it, man. I get it. You see 60,000 in profits, dissipate. That can be a hard feeling. But that's the thing, though. Why didn't you take some profits when you were sitting at up 60K? If that's life-changing money for you, that's what the goal of investing is. I'm not saying you had to take any profits, but if you knew you were going to feel a type of way, you're going to be disappointed. If you see the price pull back, then you definitely want to secure some of those gains, just so, if prices do pull back, you're not left upset about that. So CFTC saying that Ethereum is a commodity, and eventually we will see Ethereum futures. So right now, you know how we got Bitcoin futures? They're saying Ethereum futures are coming soon. So George is basically saying Ethereum is getting, you know, a lot bigger. So CTFC also approving Chicago Board of Exchange for futures margins trading. So the CBOE is one of the basically the oldest stock market you know, firms or exchanges in the United States. They control a lot of like the you know, the legitimacy in the space, the regulation in the space or whatnot. Some of the things they set in place or say, you know, is kind of what others follow. And for them to be getting the approval for futures margins trade is a big deal. That means crypto is just getting bigger and bigger. So basically, it's just showing a lot of, you know, acceptance on crypto. You know, a lot of people are removing the you know, the gatekeepers, you know, people that were trying to keep crypto back, and crypto is moving forward like we really want to see it do. So he's saying the spot trading is better because with futures trading is just betting on the underlying price of different crypto assets. With spot trading, he's saying that these exchanges will actually have to go out and buy these digital assets, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all this at, you know, whatever market price is, and actually have it available. So they're, you know, they're not just speculating on the price, they're actually buying it. So that's going to be bullish for the space as well. We're talking about Polygon and incorporating side chains into Ethereum. So basically, you know, making it more accessible, you know, bringing more, you know, money into the Ethereum ecosystem, you know, just making the crypto space grow overall, and, you know, making it easier to build in the space as well. So, you know, a lot of things happening pro crypto right now. Just want to, you know, share a few of those things with y'all. But let's go back over here to Coin Market Cap. So MT says a dark look at BTC. Imagine entering in December 2017 at 20K and seeing the price drop to 3K in November 2018. Fast forward to 2021 and it's 60K. LOL, let fall and let it rise. Crypto is going nowhere. So he has a very good point there. You know, Bitcoin in 2017, you know, that bear market kicked off, you know, it broke into you know, once it finally, you know, did hit 20,000 for the first time in 2017, you know, a lot of people was like, oh, Bitcoin is going to continue to push, is going to continue to go. And then it absolutely got, you know, smashed after that time, especially as we moved closer to the pandemic. We seen Bitcoin go all the way, you know, super low. And I'm not sure if that was November 18. Uh, was that 19? That could have even been early 2020, you know, when Bitcoin went all the way down around, you know, under $4,000. And then shortly a few months after that, from $3,000 to $4,000, Bitcoin is sitting at 68K. You know, so you got to just be patient, understand what you're investing in, and, you know, don't allow the short term. I know 2 years worth of bear market or 2 years of prices moving down can be tough, but you just got to, you know, stick with it. We had a nice bull market, you know, when prices were running. And now, you know, we're just in that time period where it's the bear market. You just got to be prepared for it and hodl as much as you can. And when times change, you're going to be happy that you did hold out. So shout out to Aaron, says, good night, everyone. Crypto bullish, vote bullish. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up on this, Aaron, and shout out to the whole vote army. But Dark says, we got F by Coin Market Cap changing the supply for sheep. It always happens, manipulations and scams. Yes, that does. You know, that was one of the things that happened. You know, they changed that supply on us, and that really, you know, hit us hard. And, you know, these things happen, though, with markets. And now, am I saying that there's no manipulation? Absolutely not. But we see things like this take place in the stock market as well. So it's not just like a full-on outright just, you know, Ponzi scheme or scam. You know, it's just, yeah, there's some manipulation that goes on, but that's the game, you know. So either you learn how to play the game, or you just stay out of it. So Flamingo Pear says, good night, Aaron. Aaron says, good night, Flamingo. Dark says, at MT, the government will never allow crypto to take over the dollar, bro. Sad truth. Now, you know, that could be the case, but I don't think the government is going to be able to hold crypto back, you know, not hold it back, but I don't think they're going to be able to prevent it from eventually doing that, because as the dollar continues to lose more value, you know, dollar lost 96%. You know, what are we going to do when it's at 100%? Eventually, people are going to lose faith in it. Already, we see a ton of countries around the world stop trading in U.S. dollars. You know, just losing faith in the system. You know, from the outside in, and eventually, you know, the inside people, us on the inside, will start to feel that and have that same sentiment. But Dark says crypto has zero security right now. Rug pulls are still happening. People's wallets are being hacked. We have no solution. Banks will not save your crypto. This is why you don't go about it that way. So it's seeming like you might, you know, been in the space, but might not have the most knowledge on it, because obviously, you know, yes, rug pulls are a real effect, but you could just stay away from them by investing in more, you know, secure cryptocurrencies, blue chip cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Doge, Litecoin, Solana, DOT, Matic. You know, not financial advice, but these ones aren't really going anywhere. So, you know, and also to your point of, you know, wallets being hacked, you have to be safe. You got to safeguard your crypto. And, you know, speaking on no banks will save your crypto, that's why you want to have control over your crypto on your own. You want to have it in your own custody. But Eric says crypto bullish. Eric says good night. Essence says yes, crypto bullish. But yeah, man, that's it for this stream. We're going to wrap this one up. We will be back tomorrow with another stream. You know, just want to keep y'all in the loop of, you know, all the you know, news that is going out surrounding cryptocurrencies right now. That way you're not caught off guard by anything that happens. You understand, you know, where the market is heading. And me personally, I think the market is heading up. But that's all we got for this video. Salute to everybody for pulling up on the stream and rocking with us. And we are out.